What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. On Netflix this week is the new R-rated cartoon called Paradise PD, which is pretty much for adults. Now, there's been a lot of cartoons for kids and all, but it's always nice to see a cartoon that adults could enjoy. So I decided, count down my list of the top 10 favorite cartoons for adults. All right. That being said, here's my list. At number 10 is Brickleberry. This show is downright hysterical. I mean, it's about like park rangers, and it also features like a foul mouth talking bear who's voiced by Daniel Tosh. It was on Comedy Central and lasted for 3 seasons. This show lasted longer. It was hysterical. And the creators of this is also doing that Paradise PD, which premieres this week. So hopefully, maybe that show does well. Maybe Netflix could see about revitalizing the show because it was hysterical. At number 9 is BoJack Horseman. Speaking of Netflix, of course, this features the voice of Will Arnett, who used to be like a famous, a famous horse, and now he's pretty much dealing with alcoholism. He's pretty much a drunk as well, and he's pretty much a washed-up actor. And it's a hysterical show. I mean, there's like human and animal relationships that you, and that's it's just a hysterical show. Will Arnett is so funny as BoJack Horseman. Aaron Paul's really good in this. Even Amy Sedaris voices the cat in this. Really good voiceover casts, and there's usually people who will pop up for guest spots, like a voiceover guest spot. Like Jessica Biel had a voice spot here. So yeah, BoJack Horseman rocks. The next season, I think it's season 5 or 4, I believe, will return to Netflix next month on September 14th. So keep your eye out for that. At number 8 is the Boondocks. Now, this show was awesome. Let me pull up something. You guys have been a long time since I've seen this show, but I remember really enjoying it. I mean, John Witherspoon, from Friday fame, is funny as one of the voices. Like the film is actually based on the comic strip, like a comic strip, and it's a hysterical show. I mean, you also got like a voice cast that includes Regina King, Cedric Yarbrough, Sam Jackson had a spot in this. It's hysterical. Like lots of people agree with me when I say this, that Boondocks rocked. Anyway, number 7 is Big Mouth. It's actually a recent show. It's pretty much about like middle schoolers, going through puberty. It's a hysterical and filthy show. I mean, this show is not really for everyone, to be honest with you, because there's stuff in this that, there's stuff that includes like a talking tampon. There's talking hormone monsters. Stuff. It's really filthy, but it's hysterical. The hormone monsters are just outrageously hilarious. You even got like Nick Kroll in this. Maya Rudolph has like a voice work in this. It's John Mulaney. I almost froze up on the name. He's really good in this. It's also from the same writers of Family Guy, and you could tell it's from from the same writers because the animation style looks so much like from Family Guy. But yeah, Big Mouth is so darn awesome. I can't wait for season 2 when it premieres. At number 6 is Rick and Morty, which is of course the time traveling anime show. I really adore the show. I was like late to the party with Rick and Morty. I didn't really start watching it until actually I didn't start watching it until last year because last I kept hearing people rave about the show, and So I was like, I'll give it a go. I checked it out, checked out two seasons, and I was hooked. I've also enjoyed season 3. Come on, Pickle Wreck. That's gonna go down as one of the classic episodes down the line. It's pretty much like inspired by Back to the Future. If you look at it, it's totally Back to the Future. This show is also really hysterical. It's on Adult Swim, and it's really downright funny. I cannot wait for season 4 to premiere. It should be premiere like in 2019. Since we gotta wait that long, but hey, hopefully the wait will be worth it. At number 5 is Home Movies. This is gotta be one of the most underrated shows. It's hysterically funny. Pretty much it's about like a high schooler who I think he's high school or middle school. Right? I haven't seen the show for a while, so he's pretty much doing like movies and stuff. And the coach, by the way, in this is voiced by H. John Benjamin. If you don't know who H. John Benjamin is, he voiced Archer on the Archer show. He's also Bob on Bob's Burger. And he, of course, voices Carl on Family Guy. He's a really good voice actor. And, he was amazing in that show, If you still haven't seen Home Movies, give it a go. It's hysterical funny. They need to bring the show back. I would love to see maybe either Adult Swim or maybe Netflix down the line, to revive the show because I think it deserves a comeback. At number 4 is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I made churros. I'm not gonna sing the thing, but who ever knew a show about a talking French fries, a meat, a roll boiled ground meat, and a plastic cup. Whoever knew that them talking could be a funny show, and it's hysterical. Yeah, the late great John Schnepp, actually helped out with the show. He was the designer of Carl's Pool. R.I.P. John Schnepp. Anyway, Aqua Teen Hunger Forces. That's an awesome show. They also did like a movie that came out a few years back, which was hysterical. I would love to see Adult Swim or maybe Netflix, somehow bring the show back because it deserves a comeback because it's hysterically funny. If you haven't seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force by now, watch it. It's hysterical. At number 3 will be Robot Chicken, which is of course co-created by Seth Green, who of course had who of course lent his voice to lots of episodes. Robot Chicken is hysterical. It's pretty much like sketches that features puppets, and the stuff that they poke fun at. They poke fun at like Bugs Bunny. They poke fun at a lot of stuff. They had like Star Wars editions. They had DC editions. They poke fun at Dora the Explorer. Everything you want to know, they poke fun at. And they're still going strong. Like, I can't remember what season they're on, but, Robot Chicken is actually still on Adult Swim. To be honest, I never even knew it was still on Adult Swim until, like, early this year. I literally thought it ended, but, I'm glad it's going strong because it's awesome. Anyway, at number 2, it's a no surprise, and that will be Family Guy. Definitely one of the funniest shows on TV. What Seth MacFarlane does with the show is hysterical. The show is also going strong. Like it returns, I think late September. I think September 30th. It returns, and I heard that like Fox might be doing a movie down the line. I'm down to see Family Guy on the big screen. But yeah, Family Guy rocks. That's why it's number 2. Now number 1. Number 1 is pretty much a no-brainer. My number 1 favorite adult cartoon is, of course, South Park. Come on, a show about 4 boys, and like having Misadventures in Colorado. South Park is seriously the best. Love all the references they always make. They always poke fun at like political issues. I mean, we got Mr. Garrison pretty much as Trump, if you want to get political there. South Park is a hoot. I mean, it's going strong, man. I mean, the next season premieres like late September. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with next season. And also, of course, they did the South Park movie that came out in 1999, which was awesome. The stuff that line I'm probably gonna like make my top. Maybe next month I'll start and make my top 10 favorite South Park episodes because there's lots to choose from. Because South Park first premiered in 1996, and like I said, the show's still going strong. I mean, I can't wait to see what goes on with the next season of South Park now. Anyway, that's pretty much my list. Let me run down. Number 10, Brickleberry. 9, BoJack Horseman. 8, The Boondocks. 7, Big Mouth. 6, Rick and Morty. 5, Home Movies. 4, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. 3, Robot Chicken. 2, Family Guy. And number 1, South Park. What would be your favorite adult cartoon show? I mean, I could have gone with maybe like Archer, Cleveland Show I could have gone with, American Dad. There's lots I could have actually gone with, but I kind of like these 10s more. Well, leave a comment below. What's your favorite adult cartoons? And, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.